Are these AI audio tools the future of audio?
Environment that surrounds me right now.
Welcome to Sound&Go. My name is Johan, and today we're going to take a look at these AI tools. We really wanted to check out how good these tools have become and if there are any differences in how they work and how good they really sound. To find out, we chose the 4 most popular AI tools and tested them on 4 very different voice recordings. Each of these 4 recordings have a very different tone, character and quality, so that we can really check the performance of each AI tool and see which one does it best. So the first of the 4 AI tools is La. Basically what they're doing is they also offer separation for vocal things, so you can extract drums, bass, or anything in a music piece. They are even doing a little bit of an example here, where you
got a feeling and I don't know why.
Where you have the
and I don't know why
extracted vocal, which is wonderful. So if you want to use it for free, you can just drag and drop these files in there, but you cannot download them, which is fine for us right now. The next one is Adobe Enhance or Adobe Podcast, and you might have heard of this already because I think this is the most popular one of them all. This is one of these tools that just does the magic under the hood. You have no idea what is happening, but it's all fine. If you want to use it for free, you can use up to 1 hour daily. And if you want to, in some scenario, upload more than 1 hour, you can subscribe to the Adobe Express, and then you can, I think, use up to 4 hours a day, which is very, very much. But if you pay for it, on the other hand, you shouldn't really have a limit. But anyways, moving forward to the third one is Auphonic, which is very similar, to be honest, in the whole style of just slapping it in. They seem to really be the ones pushing the boundaries forward. You can only upload 2 hours in 1 month. And last but not least, we have Supertone Clear. Some of you might know this as Goyo, which was the first version of this voice separator, it's called. This one is a little bit different to the other ones because it's not happening in the browser, but we will use this plugin in our DAW, and you can clearly see right off the bat, this one has more controls, very exciting stuff, which we are going to try out later. And now we're going to take a quick look at the audios I recorded.
This is just a very normal day-to-day recording. I'm recording with my mobile phone while I'm standing next to a street. Let's see how the AI handles the environmental noises. This is how a very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty here is to get rid of the reverb tail or the decay. Let's see how the AI can handle this. This is a horrible recording in an otherwise good situation. I just did 2 major fails. I didn't point the microphone directly towards my mouth. The environmental noise is so loud that it can't even pick up my noise. Let's see how the AI can handle this. This is how a bad recording sounds. Let's see if the AI can pick up the sound, even if there is very much surrounding environmental noises. This recording right here will probably be the funniest because I think the AI will not really pick up what I really meant to be saying. So yeah, let's just check out what they will do with it. We are going to take the voice and noise, and I think we're gonna use the version for Orion. And down here you can also use the processing level if you want it mild, normal, or very aggressive. So it tells me now the entire file is now split, and we will take a listen. This is just a very normal day-to-day recording. I'm recording with my mobile phone while I'm standing next to a street. Let's see how the AI handles the environmental noises. This is a very bad recording in the traffic. Let's see how the AI can handle the background noise and distinct my voice from it. Okay, so this sounded fine already. Maybe we can listen to the noise in the instrumental. This is always the fun part. Okay, so this is what happened to the next recording in La. It shows me now this kind of cool waveform, which I really, really like, and I can now
mix this, mute this, whatever I want. And it tells me already I only have 9 minutes 37 left for today. Okay, so let's listen to this. It muted the noise.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty here is to get rid of the reverb tail or the decay. Let's see how the AI can handle this.
It didn't really make a good job, to be fair. It still sounds very, very reverbed. What is very cool about this whole process though is it tells me here if I process this, if I like this, what is happening up here, I can process it further and listen to it again. But if I don't, I can just go back and it doesn't really take anything off of my account. But let's move forward to Adobe Enhance. So this is how Adobe Podcast or Adobe Enhance looks like if you log in to your account. I just did it with Google and now I can drop these files in here. Very useful for everyone who is a normal free user. It just does its thing and it's just wonderful. I love it because it's so user-friendly. So in Adobe Podcast, we have now everything processed and we can start listening to this, or we can choose how much of the denoising or enhancement we really want.
This is how a bad recording
Wow.
sounds. The environmental noise is so loud that it can't even pick up my noise. Let's see how the AI can handle this. This is how a bad recording sounds.
And this is where AI becomes really spooky, because at 100%, this doesn't even sound like my voice.
Let's see at the AI at the counter sound in camera.
He doesn't even really know what language I'm talking. I mean, like, I have a thick accent, but this is just gibberish.
Environment that surrounds me right now.
The whole ending was very, very cool. He kind of burped there. It's very interesting how you can slide between the original recording.
This is how a bad recording sounds. The environmental noise is so loud that it can't even pick up my noise. Let's see how the AI can handle it.
But I have to say the sweet spot is not here in the middle. It's somewhere at 80%. Because if you listen to this,
This is how a bad recording sounds. Let's see if the AI can pick up.
it's almost like you have the worst of both worlds. You have the very, very harsh surrounding, the noise, and then you have also the very unreal voice of mine.
The sound, even if there is very much surrounding.
And what I really like about the whole Adobe thing is when you go 100%, it becomes so quiet, and this is what you eventually want.
Environmental noises. This is how a bad recording sounds.
Reducing the noise to its fullest makes the voice more understandable in every case. I'm really, really impressed what it does, and we're going to listen to more of this. This is a horrible recording in an otherwise good situation. I just did 2 major fails. I didn't point the microphone directly towards my mouth. It's doing something with the reverb, with the noise, where it just mutes it all down. If you have no problem with sounding a little different, this is definitely the tool for you. Let's listen to the reverb version.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty here is to get rid of the reverb tape or the decay. Let's see how the AI can handle this.
This is interesting because the AI sounds a little bit like broken. It didn't really catch the dry signal of mine because obviously my voice sounds very diffused here.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty here is to get rid of the reverb tape or the decay.
I find it very interesting that he always puts it on 90% blank, so he kind of wants you more on the artificial side of the spectrum rather than pointing it really to 80%, where I think the sweet spot really lies. But let's listen to the mobile recording last.
This is just a very normal day-to-day recording.
It's weird, I become very used to my artificial voice by now.
I'm recording with my mobile phone while I'm standing next to a street. Let's see how the AI handles the environmental noises. This is a very bad recording in the traffic. Let's see how the AI can handle
Nobody can stop a motorcycle.
in the traffic. Let's see how the AI can handle the background noise and distinct my voice from it.
Yeah, 100% is basically just artificial voice, and it's fine. It's fine if you don't really care who is talking, but what he's talking about. And I think this is very concluding for Adobe Podcast. So yeah, I think I'm just going to download them all at 90% strength. And yeah, we will compare them later on with other services. So now I'm uploading to Auphonic. It asks me right off the bat, what algorithm do you want? Voice cleaner or like keeping the music? I don't know what it means by that. Probably for a cappella or something. Remove breathings, which is also very good for like conferences or something like this. Adaptive leveler, so that it kind of just rides the loudness. Cut filler words and silence. Cut filler words would be like ums and So I guess I'm going to try the remove music, which is basically remove background noise, I guess. Keep speech and remove everything else. Yeah, that's what we want. So here it is already. It looks kind of weird, but let's listen to it.
This is how a bad recording sounds. The environmental noise
Wow.
is so loud that it can't even pick up my noise. Let's see how the AI can handle this. This is how a bad recording sounds.
This is-
Let's see if the AI
Oh.
can pick out the sound, even if there is very much surrounding and environmental noises. This is how a bad recording sounds. You can't even understand the words I'm saying because the environment is so loud.
I think this is by far the best result that we have had for now. And you have to keep in mind, this was the very bad recording. So this was really this one, which was very, very much traffic noise. I really like this. Even if for free we can only download like an 128 kilobit per second MP3, this is still very, very good. Like the first part is so impressive.
This is how a bad recording sounds.
It kind of has this artificial, I don't know, sound to it. But in the end, it sounds way more like my voice than any robot artificial voice, which is, for me personally, what I want in these recordings. Okay, now that we've checked all the browser AIs, we're going to switch to our DAW and going to check how this Supertone Clear sounds when we dial in a little bit.
This is just a very normal day-to-day recording. I'm recording
Reduce-
with my mobile phone
Wow,
while I'm
holy-
standing next to a street. Let's see how the AI handles the environmental noises.
This is already
This is a very
killer.
bad recording.
Oh my god, I'm very, very, very impressed by this. I mean, first of all, how easy it was to use this.
This is just a very
I
normal.
just took down, I mean, I could have even like muted it
This is
straight
just
away.
a very normal day-to-day recording.
This sounds killer.
I'm recording with my mobile phone while I'm standing next to a street. Let's see how the AI handles the environmental noises.
This is not the worst recording, but it's already doing a very, very, very good job. Let's listen to the next one, which is like the reverb take, where we are probably going to work a lot more with voice reverb.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty here is to get rid of the reverb tail or the decay.
Okay, this is funny.
How the
Let's listen to this in solo. This is funny. Wow. I already have the feeling like it's even enhancing my reverb. It sounds even more epic.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty.
The thing here is you can never really remove it. If you have so much reverb on it, long reverb tail especially, you cannot remove it completely because it will sound too dry.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty here is to get rid of the reverb tail or the decay. Let's see.
Okay, cranking up the voice parameter is really, really giving that little bit of extra so that it doesn't get muffled in the algorithm, but it really pushes through. Oh, I'm in love with this.
This is how
so
very reverberated voice recording sounds. The difficulty here is to get rid.
I mean, this is not perfect, but it's really as perfect as it gets, right? So let's reset this and go to the next one, which was studio recording. This one should be an easy job for Supertone. This is a horrible recording in an otherwise good situation. I just did 2 major fails. I didn't point the microphone directly towards my mouth, and also I boosted.
This sounds like a studio, for real.
This is a horrible recording in an otherwise good situation. I just did 2 major fails. I didn't point the microphone.
Wow, this is so good. This is even better than RX by Isotope. This is really impressive stuff.
Now, the last one, the very bad recording. I'm very excited how this is going to work out. Reset and go.
This is how a bad recording sounds. The environmental noise is so loud that it can't even pick up my noise. Let's see how the AI can handle this. This is how a bad recording sounds. Let's see the AI can pick up the sound even if there is very much surrounding environmental noises. This is how a bad recording sounds. You can't even understand the words I'm saying because the environment is so loud.
The Supertone is just immense when it comes to perfecting each situation, especially with the reverb.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording.
No other AI had this down.
This is how a very reverberated voice recording.
Not even Auphonic. I would say Auphonic is the other one, which is like good, but the other 2, like La La La, is not made for reverb.
Reverberated voice recording sounds.
This just does not sound better at all.
Day-to-day recording. I'm recording with my...
This was quite well, the whole noise situation. It did catch some stuff there. In an otherwise good situation. But La 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 is just not made for reverb.
Because the environment is so loud. Let's see how the because the environment is so loud. Because the environment is so loud. Because the environment is so loud. The AI can pick out the sound even if there is very much surrounding environmental noises.
So it's clear that Auphonic is the only one that could be a real competitor to Supertone Clear. Auphonic is not really right there with the whole natural sound, but it's quite close. I hope you really liked the whole comparison, and please tell me down in the comments which one you liked the most. I hope you liked this video, and please subscribe if you want more like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.